Here with head baseball coach Bobby Barbier. The Demons opening up Southland Conference play at Friday night, Brown Stroud Field. Abilene Christian in for 3. And coach, as good as you've been going, I mean, you probably hit the reset button a little bit when you get into conference. Do you really want to hit the reset button after a 9-3 start?
Well, I mean, not really. I mean, we don't really talk about conference as being anything different. And I'll let coach speak again, right? But we want to attack everything the same way. I don't know why you want to play better in conference play, and that means you're playing worse in non-conference play. So I just think that the message has to be consistent of the work, and the work that goes into today, the work that went into yesterday on a rain day where you got some different things going on and elements are making it tough on you. And just the consistent work builds a consistent team. So regardless if we're playing Abilene or we're playing Wichita State or North Alabama, any of those teams that we played before, the consistency in work hopefully produces consistency in play, like we have been for the most part throughout the year.
And for the most part, your starting pitching on the weekends especially has been very consistent. Logan Hoffman, consistent excellence through the first 3 starts. Jonathan Harmon on Sundays has been, for a lot of people, probably a revelation. I mean, You guys saw him through the fall, but those 2 guys, and in the middle, you've got a real good start from Cal Carver this past weekend. So you mentioned consistency, building toward that. Those guys have really kind of taken the lead and driven this team to where it's been. Yeah,
I mean, and when you get good starting pitching, the game settles down for you early. And that allows you to do a few things, right? That allows you, when if the offense is scuffling a little bit, to get back in it. It really smothers a team when the offense, like we did against Eastern Illinois, gets out to that fast start, that we got out to, and it just, when those guys throw strikes, multiple pitches for strikes, it makes it hard to put together 3-4 hits in an inning, and maybe it'll happen at some point, but over the long haul, that's what those guys have done well, and obviously the stuff's good, but they've made the offense put together 3 or 4 hits. And when we play solid defense, that's hard to do in professional baseball, much less amateur baseball. So I'm proud of those guys for what they've done. Now it's just a matter of doing it day in and day out and having that consistent work throughout the week that's going to allow them to do that.
When you look at Abilene Christian, Rick McCarty's in his 2nd year out there, a guy that's got a pitching background, kind of similar to the role you've held the last few years here at Northwestern, but they've got some new faces. They've got a big cog to replace with Luis Trevino when he was gone. What have you seen from them? Again, a lot of new faces, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're a good team. I mean, everything we've seen leading up to this or throughout the week shows that. I think Rick does a really good job. He's very well thought of in our profession, especially on that pitching end. And I think he's done a good job hiring some good assistant coaches that have gotten there, and they play a consistent brand of baseball. I mean, watching their at bats, they give consistent at bats. Their guys have done a pretty good job for the most part on the mound. It starts, and they got a big arm in the back end that'll strike you out if you let them. So I think they're going to come in ready to play. I mean, I think they've kind of shown, that next step that some of those teams that have just entered our conference that have taken, like them and UIW and those guys. You get guys that do a good job, and and over there in Texas, they got plenty of players. They can do it. They can get it going pretty quick. So they've got a good team. It'll be a tough challenge.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.